Let's go to Northern Ireland, because it is just under a month until voters there head to the polls to elect 90 members of the Northern Irish Assembly. In the latest polling, Sinn Féin have a pretty significant lead over the DUP, the Democratic Unionist Party, meaning they could be on course to secure the most number of seats at Stormont for the first time ever. Well, join me now to discuss all of this is our very own GB News presenter and former First Minister of Northern Ireland, Arlene Foster. Arlene, as always, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Just first of all, I mean, we're a couple of weeks into the campaign, aren't we? How's your assessment of how it's going so far? Because certainly the narrative from over here, looking at it, was that that unionism was pretty divided going into these elections.
Well, it's good to be with you, Darren, and to speak with our viewers and listeners. First of all, let me say this is going to be an incredibly tight election. Now, you may have heard that before, Darren, because inevitably in Northern Ireland, elections are always quite tight. But back in 2017, the DUP had 28 seats in the Northern Ireland Assembly and Sinn Féin achieved 27. So even then, it was incredibly tight. At that time, the DUP got 28.1% of the vote and Sinn Féin got 27.9% of the vote. And I think what you're seeing now at the moment is a lot of moving around. So in terms of the polls, other parties seem to be coming up the polls, and even Sinn Féin has lost some of their vote percentage as well. But definitely at the moment, most of the polls are saying that Sinn Féin is ahead, varying from about 4 to 2% ahead in the polls. But I would say it's all to play for. It's 4 weeks to go. And of course, nominations close tomorrow. So we'll find out how many candidates will be in the race.